was doing background, the way that I was doing previously, I was using this Cutstone properties, but I kind of wanted to ditch all this.
Hey, Jeff. What is up, buddy? End your stream? Yep. You did indeed. I don't think my stream labels is still working. I really don't know what it's doing. I get random follows during the day sometimes too. Crazy. Oh, working on the deployment process for the server right now. Making sure that I'm doing some corner case stuff where if there was a game server that wasn't running for a while and it became really outdated, I'm making sure that it grabs all of the old patches that are required to update it in sequence and applies them one at a time. It was only doing the most recent patch initially, so fixing that now. Oh. Yeah, I'm not limiting the frame rate on the server right now. This should be down here. I was only doing it in the editor. Yeah, I don't know what's going up with Streamlabs, Jeff. I don't know. The stream labels, I mean. I don't know why it's not working. Like, it does sometimes, but it doesn't other times. I just did a restart session, too. Oh, I just got it right now. What the hell? It showed up in the thing, but it didn't do it on the stream. It's so weird. Well, thank you for the host, Jeff. I see it here. I just hit repeat, and it's still not doing it. I'm gonna go see, maybe the URL updated or something. No, it's the same one. It works when I test it from the website. Huh. I'm not sure what's going on with that. Yeah, it doesn't... I'm gonna relaunch the application. I don't know. I'm not sure what it's doing. Yeah. It showed up in here. I see it in, like, if I bring this over here, like, that's you right there. Jeff Dev hosted me with 42 viewers, and I can't click repeat, like, nothing happens. Restart session, repeat, nothing happens. But I can go in their backend portal, I can test follow, and it works fine. Test host. 1,686 viewers, go me. I don't know. It's just broken. No worky. Yeah, I don't know either. It's quite annoying. Oops. Might try checking out one of the other alternative ones that have more features. This seems to happen with a lot of people. Even the big streamers I see talk about it, having issues with it, not working. So it's not just us. Yeah, as soon as you... Yeah, I'll use yours as soon as you fix it. Get rid of this crap. This is garbage. No! Wait, something went wrong? Hmm? Oh, I see. Silly Kyle. That shouldn't be in there. It shouldn't exist at all. It is 3:20. I'm in Oregon time, West Coast, same as you. What up, 808? Oi. Working on the server deploy process and updating process and the client as well. Mostly focusing on the server right now, but we're about to shift gears over to the client. It's pretty much working. I just need to limit the frame rate on the server and I think I'm done. Unless there's some other huge performance issue that I'm not aware of. We'll see. Yeah, the real Peter, I don't know. I've tried switching it, but it switches itself back. YouTube thinks that's what I'm playing, and it locks me into it. Wait, I thought I set my YouTube to private. That's weird you can see this. What's the game about, though? It's a PvP-focused survival game. So, base building, crafting, but all pointing towards player versus player combat. Hair on my mic. What the? Hey, Hammers. KDO_92. Interesting. Yeah, I'm working on it alone. It just passed 9 months. There, now it's got version 9. Weird. If I hit an exception while I'm building, it looks like it fails. Either way, thanks for the follow, man. So now we need the next version to authenticate. Yeah, it's been a while. Most of the stuff that I've worked on has been server-side things, back-end stuff. I've only been working on the client for probably 6 months. I didn't start tracking the client specifically, though, so I only know the total time. I can go dig it up on Git, probably. Still having a performance issue. JetRail Codes. Thanks for the follow, man. What? I don't see the... Oh, the real Peter226. Jeez, thanks for the follow. Thanks for the follow, guys. This isn't limiting frame rate. What is... FPS? That should work. Oh, it returns right there. What the... Break. Why would I return there? Jeez. So now I'm getting the Streamlabs is working fine now. It's like I just didn't get the host message from Jeff. Let's see if I can repeat it now. I still can't do it. I can't repeat any of them. I don't know. The application's weird. You just want your name up in lights. Alright, let's redeploy again with the one line change. here. You're gonna watch from your phone in bed? Alright, Jeff. Take care, man. This is so boring to work on, just waiting for builds and uploads and short little tests. Hard to stay motivated working on it. But we're almost done. Back to the fun stuff. We're looking at a remote server, a very, very underpowered remote server at that. Over here is Amazon box, a single core Amazon box. That server instance was running uncapped frame rate. Just hopefully got the patch in for it to be fixed. We'll see. Maybe, maybe not. It's still only version 9. Interesting. Looks like we have a patch application issue. Kill the whole thing and restart it. Should pull the latest. Yeah, this is an AWS box. EC2 instance. Still version 9. Hey, what's up, Zarfus? Alright, are we version 10 now? Still version 9. Am I retarded? Did I not? Pretty sure it should be 10. Yeah. Ooh, wait a second. That's not how this is supposed to be set up, is it? No. Not sure what that is. Whoa. Oh. Builds are out of order, sort of. Easy to miss that. Yeah. 808, sort of. It doesn't use TCP, actually. Well, I mean, the patching process uses TCP, but I don't think any fast-paced games use TCP for anything. Might have a reliable protocol built on top of UDP, but pretty much everything under the hood is UDP, I think. There, now it's on 10. Something failed to upload, I think. But I didn't get an exception. It's scary. Let's see if the CPU is getting pounded still. Oh, wrong version. Much better. Sitting at about 50%. That's pretty good. With how many zombies and AIs it's managing right now. On the little power that it has. It's a really underpowered server. No, it doesn't have to be TCP, man. I know what you mean. It has to be reliable, but it won't be TCP. It'll be RUDP, or a reliable protocol built on top of UDP. I don't think you'll find a single fast-paced game anywhere ever that uses TCP. Too much overhead. It's still looking good on the server. This is running on the Amazon box. Yeah, performance is holding steady over there. Yeah. That's just an example. It's not, it probably won't be RUDP. It'll probably be a custom protocol built on top of UDP. Specific for whatever they're doing. Or whatever you're doing. You shouldn't really be worrying about that stuff. At least nowadays. Kind of abstracted away from you as a developer these days. That's the kind of stuff that'll hold you up and keep you from even getting started. Yep. I'm just watching performance on the AWS box, waiting for an issue to pop up, if any does. These AIs all have delayed initializations, so I'm waiting. You can see a lot of them are walking around now. I'm waiting for all of them to kind of kick on. They should mostly all be on by now, but looks like the server's holding steady. Even if you're developing an engine from scratch, you should be using a network protocol or a network library, in my opinion, like Lidgren or something. RackNet. Those will take care of everything for you, for the most part. Unless it's just a learning exercise, I guess. Then completely do it yourself. Yeah, they're not the smartest. They're zombies, man. You can forgive them. They can't hear anything. These are the kind of zombies that will die in a couple of days because they don't know how to do anything. So I'm just ending their misery early. Yeah, it's this server stress test kind of scene. These are all network objects on the Amazon box. When you see them pop like that, that's them changing from one LOD level to the next on my local player. Not rendering LOD, but logical LOD on the server. So it's the transition I need to smooth still. It's a bit of a chop because it goes from a different network send rate. It doesn't always happen, but sometimes if I can find one that's moving like that, I don't know if it's on it. Run up to this guy, he'll probably pop. No, he didn't really. It doesn't always happen, but sometimes you'll see it happen. Something snaps. Small issue. Easily fixable. Server's actually dropping in CPU usage. I think it's just because I'm killing some zombies. It's dropped by like 4% since I've started. Which is not what I expected. I expected it to actually grow. Now we're at like 56 and we were at 60. This is a super underpowered box though. It's a single core, 2 gigahertz? Oh, 2.4 gigahertz single core processor with 1 gig of memory. And it's running Windows Server 2012, which takes up a majority of the memory on the box. So I don't have a lot of resources to play with. So I've been optimizing the server code as much as I can so that it doesn't cost me an arm and a leg to actually host these. Since I'm self-funded and just myself, I don't really have the ability to run $100,000 worth of server hardware per month. Don't have that kind of money. Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, they'll have better AI. They don't have any AI right now. They pick a point and they walk. That's all. I built this to test network load. So these are all network objects that are sent from the server and updated on my machine. I'm just running around all the zombies, making sure that they all get triggered in the low LOD state on the server, which is the highest logical update loop for the player, which will cause the server to have the most load for the zombie. So I'm testing to see if there are any issues with them entering low LOD, logical LOD state on the server and then exiting. I know that there's an issue with the teleportation, the little jump that you see when they change, but more of a performance test right now, seeing how it handles. Still floating right around 55 to 60% CPU. Down to 55 now. About 300 megs of memory, not bad. If you're making a game in Java, I doubt you're super worried about performance. My 2 cents. Probably more worried about clean code. Clean implementation. Oh no, yeah, we have a bug with building on the client. I forgot. I need to fix that. Holy moly. Now we're down into the 40s. I just saw it go down to 49% on the server. I think I'm just, because of killing the zombies, it's slowly dropping the CPU. Oh yeah, thanks. Unfortunately, it's broken on the client right now. As soon as I select something, see in the bottom there, it throws an out of range exception. Just broke that yesterday, I think. Got too tired and didn't fix it. So we can't actually build anything on the client right now, unfortunately. Yeah, I want the game to support VR. I own an Oculus and a Vive. Actually, I mean, that was my job up until like 3 days ago. The company I was working for just closed its doors like completely unexpectedly. Caught me by surprise, everybody else I was working with, but yeah, I'm a professional VR developer. I would love to support VR. It's low on my priority list right now, however. I'm much more worried about clean deployment process and getting the server up and running with the patcher, and then releasing the game to you guys in Twitch chat. I've said it for the last 2 weekends in a row now. I've just run into issues. First with the database, and then with the deploy process. So yeah, this weekend it's looking good. We've got a lot of promising tests that are happening. We've got the server is now actually running it on Amazon AWS again with the database. I was having crashing issues using SQLite in the 2017 version with .NET 4.6. So I made a minimal reproduction case and submitted it off to Unity, and they accepted it. So it looks like there's a DLL issue, and 4.6 with native C++, loading the DLLs. So I submitted that a bug report off to them. Hopefully they're able to, well, they were able to reproduce it. Hopefully they're able to fix it soon. But in the meantime, I swapped databases out to a fully managed C# library. Yep, definitely. Yeah, it won't be hard. It's just time consuming. That's why I've designed, so there's no HUD, you can see, like there's 0 HUD. And that's kind of how I'm going to keep the game. Any UI that's in the game is going to be in-world. I might run into something where it's too difficult to come up with something for me, where I'll sort of abstract it out, and maybe in the PC version I'll allow minimal HUD elements, and then the VR version when we do something else kind of thing. But I would rather do full world UI, if possible, wherever I can. That'll help the transition to VR later. Yeah, I'm not going to have a HUD. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to have a HUD. We might do something where, like for ammo count checking, it'll probably be something where you actually check your gun. The trick is going to be, I want the game to be fully third person. So I'm just a programmer, right? So it's tough for me to fully think through things that aren't up my alley, aka game design. I have things that I want, but whether or not they work in the game is another thing. So for instance, say I built this structure and I'm trying to place something right here in the wall, like with my menu. That doesn't work well, right? You gotta like take a few steps back, or yeah. So I gotta come up with a lot of clever stuff to overcome some of the issues that are going to be presented with no HUD. But it'll be fun. I think it'll be unique too. You don't see a lot of games like that. I have to come up with really clever ways of getting data to the player in non-traditional, without traditional methods of just plastering data on your screen. Like this is an MMO class game with the networking. Obviously there's a lot of network objects in the scene already. But I don't want the MMO stereotype of just having like heal bars all over your screen and damage numbers flying everywhere. I want it to be clean looking still. And kind of, I want the gunplay to play more like an action game. As you can see, like I'm not targeting stuff. You know, I'm just point and shoot, just like a game. It's gonna be tricky, but I think I'm up to the challenge. Yeah, server looks good. So we have an issue. I'm gonna mark a couple things in Trello here, 1 second. After editor as build exception. Launchers have issue pulling latest version. That's my new top priority after I fix the build menu on the client. What do I think about net neutrality? Yeah, 808, like that's, I would love to do something like that. The problem is I don't think it'll be fun in a game. It might be real, but I don't think it'll be fun. Net neutrality though. I think there's a lot of fake news floating around about it. Try and slam our commander-in-chief. I think Obama did a bunch of stuff right before he left office and a lot of it is being rolled back. That's my take on it. I don't think that any of the doomsday scenarios that are laid out in the media are ever going to come true. Alright, let's stop shooting zombies. We know the zombies die. So what is this issue? Publish the pre-alpha, let's hang out together. I gotta fix a couple things. And I've gotta test the client patcher too. So, what? Is this -1 or something? I'm not sure if this is a client-side only fix or if I need to do a server build. Oh, it might be just a client-side fix. Wow. I share. So the way that the database login happens right now is there's a unique ID that Unity generates for machines. So when I log in on the same machine with two editors, I pull the same character from the database, right? Therefore, I have all the same gear on, same character name, and it has the same item equipped. So I log in after this guy has the block selection equipped, and I log in on the second character and it persisted that data from the database. That's freaking awesome. Oh, hell yeah, dude. To be honest, I don't think I'm going to have zombies in the end game. They were just a sort of test. And these zombies are actually dead. They just don't synchronize their death state when I reconnect. It's been forever. I haven't fixed that in a long time. All the ones that are walking in place are actually ones that I died on the previous connection. They just don't sync their state when I reconnect. yeah, I really want to have. I don't want to think about like limitations, like, oh, you can only have so many units in the world. I've optimized a lot in order to be able to let the designer that I bring on do kind of whatever they want. The construction system is theoretically infinite as well. I haven't tested it past a few thousand objects, but it shouldn't have any issue. It all streams from the server. That was a pretty funny death. Oh, he fell back on the server. Oh, yeah, these are both clients now. I have no idea where he's going to end up. Down there, up there. Anyone's guess, as good as mine. Boom, motherfucker. Performing really well. Holding steady. Ooh, using quite a bit of memory with the two characters connected. We're gonna probably need to beef up the memory on this server before we launch and give it like 8 gigs or something. 1 gig is just not enough to run the OS and this game. Having an architecture problem, KDO. If you got a minute, I'll explain. Yeah, go for it, man. Help however I can. And we're running low on memory on the server. Memory's cheap though. I think that's fine, right? It was just a really simple index out of range. Sounds to me like you don't... this is the old composition over inheritance question, I think. So, or problem. I don't think that you want a deep hierarchy for your cards. I think you want a really shallow hierarchy, 1 or 2 levels deep in your inheritance, and then use interfaces to decorate your cards. So maybe you have an iCard interface, and maybe you have an abstract card class, an abstract class that holds your that implements your iCard, which is all of the shared functionality of your cards. And then you would probably just have one more level beyond the abstract card, which you can decorate with interfaces. So you might have a iBuff interface. You might have an iAura interface, something like that. That way you don't get locked into these really deep inheritance chains in your cards, where you back yourself into a corner and you have a spell card and you have an aura card, but now you want to have a spell aura card. The deep inheritance chains will kind of fuck that, where you'll need to have another class that's called like a spell aura card, which is just silly. Hopefully that makes sense. I think interfaces will be your friend in that case, or in your case. Yeah, I think that's what you want. Looking over it again. General card, class holds a spell. And a spell could apply an aura or not. I see. So take everything I just said and apply it to spells instead of cards, I think. I just read it over a couple times, trying to digest everything. I think it still holds true. Okay. So where are we sending -1 from? Can't do that. It's already unequipped. Hey. Etc. Spell. I would stay away from the enum if you can. personally, I think it adds a complication that can better be solved with proper structure of classes and calling interface methods and abstract methods, where you treat the object the same no matter what the different type would be. That's the ultimate goal, in my opinion. The enum is kind of a band-aid on that, where it lets you do a sort of a switch or a conditional on what type it is. That means somewhere in your code you're gonna check the enum type, which is a little less than ideal, I think. Hey, Yag. Yeah, I use scriptable objects for everything, man. It's the way to go in Unity. They really mislead people with the prefabs, I think. Yeah, Zarfus, I agree. Enums are so nice for designers. It's going really well, man. We've got some very successful tests going on. The server performance is excellent. On a single core 1 gig of RAM Windows 2012 box, we've got the server running really well. Not really taking much CPU, and the memory is very manageable as well. It's only 200 megs or so right now, with that huge... Yeah, I agree, Zarfus. Hey, Endprint. Yeah, it's only using about 200 or 300 megs of memory, even with all the zombies spawned and updating. It's really cool. We just fixed the issue with building on the client. I band-aided it, but the underlying issue is still there that I need to solve. Yeah, so... I need to cache the index. That's so gross. I don't like that. Why do I need... Oh, unequip. This isn't set active. Gosh, I get that confused a lot. I might need to change that. At this point in the code, the item is already unequipped, so I can't get the index for the equip slot. And I don't want to pass it along. It seems so nasty. Might just have to, though. Maybe for equip and unequip, I can pass it along, because I have to get it in both of them. Yeah, let's just do that. Equip slot index. Maybe I can pass the whole equip slot. Nah, I don't like that. I don't want equip slot being used. Hey, Robin. Not really any lore or story. Oh. Questions being asked. Or rather, PogChamp. Like, if a spell interfaced I apply aura, would I be able to get the aura field to show in the inspector? Because interfaces can't have fields. Yeah, crucials, you can. There's two ways. You can do the custom custom inspector in Unity. You can look up doing custom inspectors. But the way that I expose interfaces, let's see, what would be a good example? This is even a scriptable object too. So building data, build data. Yeah, building block data. Let's go check an implementation of this. So here's my interface, right? We've got, this is an interface for building block data. It's the data that's associated with the pieces that I was placing down, the foundations and stuff. And here's some data that's required. Obviously, this doesn't get exposed in the inspector just like this, but if we go look at an implementation of building block data, wherever they are, because I know there are some. Base block implements, no, base block data. I need base block data. Base block data implements building block data and is a scriptable object. Because of the interface, I'm forced to at least have these getters right here. Required snap, building position offset, building rotation offset. I go back to the building block data. Those reflect those exactly. And if I don't have them, obviously the implementation is going to bitch at me. So you make getters, and then you serialize the data in the inspector. So anywhere that there is a base building or base block data, which is a scriptable object, or an implementation of it, because this is an abstract class. So if we go look at an implementation of base block data, so door block data, this is all that it really is. It's just an extension of base block data and the data required for door blocks. Hopefully that can explain how to serialize interface data to the inspector. And this is even a scriptable object example, so it should be double helpful for you if you wanted to do everything in scriptable objects. I'm just changing all of these to expression bodies instead of the old getters, because I'm now using the new version of C#, so bear with me. It's so beautiful looking like that. Oh. Cleans up hundreds of lines of code in a large project. Thousands, maybe. Beautiful. Oh, not full screen. Oh, it is no. Nope, nothing in here. Okay, equip, unequip. Get our indexes, pass the indexes. This needs to be an S byte. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Is public? Oh, it is. I thought this was an internal class in my inventory, but I guess not. Alright, well, we're going to pass that along then. That's alright. These need to know what index they are, too. They don't need to, actually. Boy, would that be handy, though. Yeah, let's do it. Void set index. Public equips. Actually, let's just call it index. Yeah, Jeff, have a good night, man. Thanks again for the host. Newberg, 2K15, thanks for the follow, man. This is I don't like this, actually. Fuck. It's so nice to have that data there, but... it's just wrong. It shouldn't know about it. We don't like wrong stuff. In print, thanks for the follow, man. Okay, to check for which kind of act like I'm using an enum. No, wait, the implementation. So I see what you're saying, and kind of. So let me go over here. To my equip, I think you can kind of get an idea at least. So here. So I have items, which is an item interface, and I have an equipable. So an item isn't necessarily equipable in my game. I still have to check if an item is equipable, which is definitely a thing, but you get the added benefit of functionality implementation. So it's a more powerful enum, I guess you could say, in the way that we are using it. It's an enum that you can guarantee has functionality on it. So after I'm sure that my item can be equipped, I can then go get the equip component from my equipable. So this has data for me that I know will be there if it's equipable. Whereas with the enum, you can't make that guarantee. So from here on in my equip code, I have a lot of extra data. Like, is this item allowed to be active? If it's not, get the hell out of here. Where is this item supposed to be equipped to? It's not data that needs to be there for an item that can't be equipped, right? So it's a contract between you and your object that, if is fulfilled, you can guarantee implement some sort of functionality. And it keeps your inheritance hierarchy clean. I get interfacing is a little weird before you use it a lot. I had the same thought. But it's the difference between okay and great code, I would say. Is proper interface usage and dependency injection points. It really does make or break a code base once it grows. It's the difference between giving up on a project once it grows to a certain size because it's completely unmanageable and stuff is breaking versus being able to continue. I mean, that's how important it is once the project grows, in my opinion. It keeps you from coding yourself into a corner and not being able to get yourself out without breaking something or worse. Completely deleting or redoing. How did I just save? Duh. Ooh, that's my first crash on Beta 4. Oh, it was the client, not the server either. Alright. Neither of them are the server now, but... The right-hand side, not the left-hand side. I answered Crucials. Not authenticated. Huh? Oh. Big stretch. Hey, I think I know something that might help you. My coworker that I was working, ex-coworker now, he played a lot of Magic the Gathering, and he mentioned there's an open source Magic the Gathering implementation. You might be able to check out how they structured the cards. Magic is a very complex game. Might be something worth checking out. Yeah, Crucials. That's always a smart move. Once you've implemented it one way, it's so much easier to refactor. Oh, fucking anticlimactic reload when I fired. Alright. This seems fine. Is there data structure that I'd wish to see in C#? No? I think they've got everything with the latest versions, with the concurrent stuff. Before, I would have said a native concurrent implementation of a queue and stack, but System Collections Concurrent implements that with the new version. Yeah, so nothing. Not really. Nothing that I can't live without, at least. Nothing that really even comes to mind. I'm gonna name my character No Pants. I'm never gonna wear pants. I'm gonna become so well known for it. It's gonna be awesome. Oh, nice. That's gotta be fun. But not really. Okay, this fix is fine. Actually, double-ended Q. I don't think there's a native double-ended Q. With concurrency built into it too. Yeah, this right here. This isn't native. But not just a regular double-ended Q, one that supports concurrency. That would be the big benefit there. Good update. Yeah, that's going to be a challenging one. Probably a lot of fun, though. Well, I guess it depends on the kind of fun that you like. I would probably find it fun until I ran into something that was not working, and then I would not be having much fun. That sounds tedious after that. One sec, I got a wedgie. I always scoot around on my seat and end up giving myself a wedgie. Horrible. Alright. We fixed the out of range error. It's pretty late to start anything huge. Oh, I know what I want to do. It's a damn bug when you're selecting items from that wheel. Where if you hold down the tab button for too long, it'll deselect your item. Because if you have a gun out, if I have my M4, I call it, but it's not. What did ACR? I think we determined it was. I forget. But if I have a weapon out and I hit tab, it tries to unequip it. And these are items that are equipped, like under the hood. Like the foundation, test foundation, is an item. And when I click that, it equips the item to my slot. But holding tab unequips items. So if you are holding tab and you click this, see, like you see it flash, it equips, and I don't even know if you can see that. Might only come through sometimes on OBS. There, I think you might have seen it. It'll flash. It equips it for 1 frame and then unequips it immediately after. I need to solve that. That's a super easy one. Knock that one out. For a bit, yeah. I mean, it's really up in the air what I'm going to be doing right now. I don't make any money from streaming, right? So I've got to have a job. So yeah, I don't know what's going to happen, really. I'll probably take a couple weeks off and stream more and work on the game a bit and get it, you know, alpha kind of released to Twitch chat and playable. And then I'll probably update my resume and grab another contract job at least for the meantime. I've got to. I am a Twitch affiliate, but that doesn't make you money, really. I think I've made like $5, maybe. Nothing you're not going to make a living being an affiliate unless you are like a massive streamer. Nope, no longer with the VR dudes. They unexpectedly are shutting down from legal troubles. The parent company that gives all the funding to the company I was working for is facing some issues. Oh, thanks, Robin. Okay, let's go to item changer. This should be really simple. If open construction, has weapon, no. One sec, let me look this up. I can't remember if unarmed is its own slot or if it takes over primary. Been too long. This is the downside of component-based design, is you have a lot of components. These are mostly added at runtime, but inventory. Unarmed, okay. It's its own slot. So has weapon active. Return inventory active item slot index equals primary. Crucials, it's a legal issue, which is leading to a funding issue, if that makes sense. Hopefully I'm allowed to talk about this. That would be pretty embarrassing if they sued me. I didn't sign anything, so. All I really know, they didn't, like, explain everything to me. All I really know is that there's legal trouble with the parent company. Lawsuit, legal trouble. And that's leading to cascading issues with subsidiaries. Yeah, Zarfus. A second monitor is really necessary. Really? One sec, restarting Unity. Locked my database. Yeah, I have 3. I have a 4K and 2 2Ks. no pants. Alright, let's see. Hit tab, unequip item. Hold tab, select foundation. Woohoo! So, I need to be able to cancel placement though. So now I can't hit tab to cancel. I have to place this in order to pull the menu back up. Which is no good. God, I love this song. One monitor. What the hell resolution is that? 1680 by 1050. Never heard of that resolution. What the fuck aspect ratio is that? 1680 1050 1 what? A 16 by 10 aspect ratio, but such a weird resolution. 1610, so it's an extra wide monitor instead of your standard. I don't know. Should escape? I don't think we're going to do that. We are going to go has input down. Fuck. Grab our previous input, pass that in. So we'll only... Yeah. Right click should cancel placement. Yeah, I agree. I'm gonna make pulling up the build menu still cancel it as well, but I agree, right clicking should probably cancel it. Just trying to think. I have the menu is completely decoupled from the item selection. I'm not sure if I like that. Might make the item selection, this right here, dependent on the build menu. Or at least the activator for the build menu. Ready. Oh, is this a new game, or am I making the maps to the game? Well, it's a new game, but I'm not making the maps. I don't understand why it would be either or. It is a new game. I'm making the game. It's about 9 months in development. But no, I'm not making the maps for the game. I'll be contracting that out. Yeah, good luck, Crucial-san. I might be able to help more detailed if maybe you were able to paste bin parts. If you like get stuck on something, feel free, like paste bin something up and I can check it out from Discord or something. Send me a message on Discord and might be able to help more. But could probably really only give theoretical without concrete examples. But yeah, good luck, dude. Oh, I didn't save the. Okay. Nice. That feels really good. I don't think the stairs actually go 3. No, fuck. Foundation. Yeah, that feels really nice. I've had that menu bug in there for so long that I just never fixed it. Just the small bugs sometimes annoy you the most. Boom. Okay, that's fixed. Push. I don't need that. I. It was SQLite until I ran into the native plugin issue on Unity 2017. So until I get the response from the Unity team with my bug fix, I'm using SQODB, which is a managed library wrapping around Lightning. I think it's called Lightning Database. It's a .NET ADO provider. I just re-implemented a random database that worked until I can get SQLite working in 2017 again. Probably be a couple of weeks. I would imagine probably beta 5, beta 6, maybe at the very least beta 7, or at the very latest beta 7 for the 2017 version, it looks like. It's going to be a little bit. We're only on beta 4 right now, so 2 or 3 more beta releases until I can swap back to SQLite, which I would prefer to use. It's been about just over 9 months, ETA min, Edamin. Yeah, I had a frustrating weekend of development if you watch my VOD. It's pretty much just me banging my head on the microphone trying to get the native plugins working in 2017, but turns out I was hitting a Unity bug and not wanting to give up. I'm just a stubborn person, so I didn't believe it was a Unity bug for a long time. Jeff called me out. He's like, I think at 11 p.m. that night there, or the night he was watching at 11 p.m., he's like, it's probably a Unity bug. And I continued for another 8, maybe 10 hours working on it. Then finally chalked it up. Yeah, it's probably a Unity bug. Submitted a report. Like 6 hours later, I got a response from the Unity team that they reproduced it and it was off to the developers. So, Henry Abrams, thanks for the follow, man. All right, that's pushed. Knocking out some of the low-hanging fruit bugs. Oh yeah, I'm using a NoSQL database right now. Crucials. I'm using something like Mongo with, it's like Mongo with an ORM. That's what I'm using. It's called Sequo. I think it's, I don't know if I'm saying it right, but it's abbreviated SQODB. And I think the actual name is like SIAQODB. So like there's, it's this. Here, I'll just link it. That's just what I decided to use. I just re-implemented a NoSQL database to get it working really quickly. It's my wrapper. I mean, if I show you like my database context wrapper that I use. So this is my implementation of a database, which already is pretty much a NoSQL API. I've got read, write, delete, read. That's it. And I pass in entities. So it, with the NoSQL database, it was really easy to do. With the SQLite database, I use an ORM called ORM Lite, which does most of what the NoSQL database does. It just implements it in a SQL fashion. So as soon as I get response from the Unity developers, I'll swap it back to SQLite and ORM Lite instead of the NoSQL database. Any more low-hanging fruit we can take out tonight? Oh, I know what I want to try. Fuck, actually I can't, because that was bugging out. The profiler attaching is broken in 2017, it looks like. I should reproduce that and submit a bug for that too. Let's get a client going in here again. It's 5 a.m. I don't even feel all that tired, honestly. My sleep schedule's just that fucked right now. Rational DBs? Oh, relational? Relational DBs? If you mean rational, I don't even know what the fuck a rational DB is. That is a new term for me. Rational database. Yeah, you mean relational, I think. You must mean relational. Google tried to autocorrect me to relational database, so it must not be a thing. I'm not that familiar with databases, honestly. I had to do a bit of a crash course doing this. I've only used MySQL and Access before this. I'm a gameplay programmer by trade, so I haven't had to do a lot of database stuff. Even though I do a lot of network programming, it's not large scale, more peer-to-peer, like absent of a database. Short of just maybe doing something really simple for a master server or something like that, like a IP table of running games. But yeah, I haven't had to do tons of stuff with databases, so I got some of the masters to help me out. Really cool guy named Zarash has a lot of database experience. He helped point me in a couple of good directions. ME too fast, just from reading books and experimenting. Probably most of the knowledge comes from just making projects and running into brick walls where you have to learn things in order to overcome them. But the basis is just, it's really just serialization and recreation, I think. Efficiently getting your data to the other side and reading it. But beyond that, I really recommend Gaffer on Games blog. Specifically this game network section. Fucking gold. It used to be completely free, but because this was the best resource for learning game network programming on the internet, he put it behind a paywall. But I believe you can donate any amount of money to him and get access to the paid section of the site. But there's still a ton of good information just for free there. Yeah. No problem, man. But this is the best resource I'm aware of for game programming specific networking. It's got everything in it. Including C++ examples of how to implement everything. I converted my quaternion compression. It's directly from his C++ code. Converts a quaternion from 4 floats down to 3 shorts and a byte with pretty close to no accuracy loss. That's just some of his tricks that he gives you. Yeah, he gives you source code too, and really nice videos and examples. It's just so well done. It's unbelievable. It was amazing that it wasn't behind a paywall to begin with. Alright, let's just dick around. I'm looking for little small bugs to fix, because I don't feel like checking the issue with the patcher tonight. Just too much work. So just looking for small bugs to fix. Getting the yawns, man. Getting to be about that time. This outfit is... There's gonna be so many people running around like this in the game. I already know it. Just underwear, satchel bag, and a backpack. They'll probably have a backpack too there. So now you have full inventory, like, besides like using your pockets for an extra clip of ammo. But you just look like an asshole. Add like flip-flops to the game or something. It would be great. No, I'm not an artist at all. I contract. I've hired a Twitch artist. I've hired an artist from India. I'm not actually sure with the third guy. I think he's from like Indiana or something. But I've hired a couple of different people to make assets or edit assets. And I've obviously purchased stuff off of like this template pack with all the orange, yellow buildings and things are from the asset store. But these weapons are custom textured and things. I'm a programmer. I don't do art. I make everything work. God. Be fun to do melee. I can't bring myself to start on any big things until I do the patcher, fix the patching issues. So I need to fix those before I can release the game. So I gotta do that tomorrow. Gotta stop putting it off. Fixed a lot of it tonight, thankfully. Tomorrow self will thank today's self for that. Oh, dang, that would be really cool if the character would react to some low-hanging object like this. Duck down ever so slightly. That wouldn't be hard to do at all with the IK. Oh wait, yeah, it would. No longer using that kind of IK. I don't even know if you can see that on the stream, but I love peeking. You can just see the gun peeking the corner. Shot him in the dick. Had no idea. Game's actually playing pretty well. Couple really small issues. And then we just gotta fix the patcher and continue implementing new features. These features are actually fairly stable. That's one thing there. When falling off of stuff, just walking off things, I need a new state for that. Just keeps running. He doesn't trigger his fall state unless you're jumping. And that was awkward there too. When you quickly go from jump to land states, so you jump up something. That looks pretty weird. We need better transitions for that. Completely cosmetic stuff though. If you jump, he'll probably, yeah, properly plays the fall stuff if you jump. So that'll clean that up a bit. Just have a new state that triggers when you run off of stuff. Oh yeah, I saw that one. Tries to play a stand-up animation and then snaps back down to prone if you kill somebody in prone. Oh man, I need more animations. Fuck. I need stand-up animations like that for when he goes back into standing. I need one for prone. I need one for crouch. I just don't have those. Yeah, that's super rough. My cat is so fat, dude. She makes scary noises when she jumps off stuff. 18-pounder. Yeah, that's awkward. Okay. Okay, let's test active item syncing when the client connects. So let's see if we see this guy with his item equipped when we connect on the client again, or a client. Yep, that's all fixed. Okay. All right. Let's do a push. I think I'm about done for tonight. Short little stream, but got some good stuff done. Oops. I'm getting tired. Alright guys, I'm gonna call it a night. Oh, I'm not even sure if people in here. We got some good viewer counts. Let's go find a good host target. Windy Beard Games. What are you working on, buddy? Nice. Let's host him. Alright, guys. Emmy too fast, yeah. Have a good night, man. Or good morning now for me. I don't know what time it is for you, but it is 5:30 a.m. for me. Alright, guys. Take care.
Maybe put on the windows. Look a bit strange up there.